Good morning. Today I got 4 cards. We're going to try to go over each one pretty fast. I like this one from the Book of Ether. It's one of my favorites for the art. It shows a tall grass, samurai, classic. But then there's a giant mammoth. And it kind of shows boots on the ground angle of the warrior who's, down low. And how imposing this you got this guy, whatever he's doing. I'm guessing the tusks of the mammoth must have gone down low, and he got on it with his horse and it's flinging him around. Anyway, it harkens back to a little bit of the action. I think they were like ninja movies where the hero has to fight like overwhelming too many ninjas. It's a little bit goofy. It looks like he's cutting his tusk off there, so it's a fun action scene. I like it a lot. So it's called the conflict. The conflict. 1 white. Enchantment. Common. As enemy creatures enter play, create a 1/1 samurai monk token, then bolster 1. That's alright, so you get bonuses when the enemy plays creatures. This is a common. You never know what your enemy's going to do. But it could be very good if you're playing against a lot of other enemies. If it's a free-for-all match. Those are the funnest types of table home play. I can't think of the word. When you're playing with friends casually, and there's a lot of people playing, this could get ridiculous. It's a 1/1, so it's not too crazy with the cheese whiz. We got samurai monk tokens, and then bolster 1. It's fun. It's powerful. It's weird, and I like it. So we got Ether 1415. And it came to pass that Lib did pursue him until he came to the plains of Agash, and Coriantumr had taken all the people with him, as he fled before Lib, in that quarter of the land whither he fled. Oh, I was going to start with this one last. This is the common. I wanted to do it last because now we're going to go back in time. So this one. This is Ether 1326. This is the chapter before. And there were robbers, and in fine all manner of wickedness upon all the face of the land. And then again, some ridiculous stuff, harkening back to the old crazy ninja movies. It's called Rival Ninja. Okay. 2 colorless, a blue or a black, or blue or a black. Ninjutsu, 1 black. So he's a 4 mana value, but if you can ninjutsu him out for 1 black, that'd be very good if you can do that. But then he's a 2/6, so I guess it's not too broken. He has upkeep 1 also, balancing that out. And infect, so he can, what infect does is he deals damage to players in the form of to players. There's a win mechanic with poison counters, and if a player gets 10 poison counters, they lose. So I do believe if he hurts a player, they would get 2 poison counters, I think. And if they damage another creature, the other creature will get -2, -1, -1 counters. And so I guess that's very good that he has a high defense. 1 black, skulk until the end of turn, also good. This guy is a solid card. Plenty of things going on. Not broken because upkeep is annoying. And ninjutsu could break it, but then again, I don't know. This is a good card. Yeah, this is good. And there were robbers, and in fine all manner of wickedness upon all. Oh, I already read this. upon all the face of the land. Okay, so these are the robbers. They're doing wickedness. These are the Jaredite cities I'm depicting in northwest Canada. Clan Duke. Warrior, samurai, mythic rare, legendary creature, 5 mana value. 3 of which are black or red. He has Renown 1 and Banned. It's pretty fun. If Clan Duke is Renown, his band has Bushido 3. Okay. Yeah. There's no bans anymore. They stopped doing this a long time ago. The Renown 1 isn't all that good, but it gives you a big buff if you can get it. So let's say he gets Renown, he joins a band. That band now has Bushido 3. Yeah, that's 5 mana. He's, I don't know. He's got potential to be good and potential to be bad. People can see him either way. I like the artwork. Before I had him riding on tigers, things are getting a little unhinged at this point in the record. Things are going down. The country's getting ready to collapse. Harking back to older videos, I have a timeline, and my timeline here is near the end of the Book of Omni. This goes against. I don't make these cards because I'm against the church. I'm for the church, but that is against the church train of thought. So in my studies of the scriptures, I am, the church said study the scriptures. I study the scriptures. What I came up with is that I got this timeline I'm working with, and as of right now, and I'm holding to it now. I don't know if there's going to be some future video where I recant all this, but as of right now, and I'm only going back and forth because I normally don't want to study against what the church is putting out. That's not my natural go-to. But I'm only presenting it because it seems like I'm right. So I'm putting it out there. I think I'm right, so I'm not trying to step on toes because I'm like, haha, take this. But more so that maybe I'm still going, haha, this is cool. So there's a little bit of a haha because I do think it's cool. So the idea is there's an overlap in the Book of Omni. Towards the end of the Book of Omni, they mention that they're having non-stop war all the time. And here in the Book of Ether, non-stop war all the time. Their country's about to fall. There arose the brother of Shared, and he gave battle unto Coriantumr, in which Coriantumr did beat him, and did pursue him into the wilderness of Achish. And it came to pass that the brother of Shared did give battle unto him in the wilderness of Achish, and the battle became exceedingly sore, and many thousands fell by the sword. Which harkens to the timeline in Omni almost perfectly. I'm sorry if it goes against your train of thought. The alignment is very satisfying. You never watch those satisfying videos when things just fit? When I do these reviews and revisit this, I have that satisfying feeling. It fits so well. And I only keep saying, this back and forth of the church says this, I say that, only because, like I said, it's not my go-to to say something against the church. I don't like doing that. And I don't think anyone's out there right now. This isn't the heavy topic right now, so it's not like I'm trying to go against nobody's even talking about this. So this is not, I don't know, this is not that big of a deal as of right now. I'm not even trying to make it a big deal. I hope it doesn't become a big deal. I rather hope that it would just be something that people can look at as maybe option number 2 as you read your scriptures. So option number 1, the way it's been presented for the last 100 years, it seems like. Option number 2, I've met people who already had these ideas. In fact, this was presented to me in Washington State. I don't know who the guy was, and I told him, no, you're wrong. I had a whole bunch of scriptures saying why he was wrong, and he looked crestfallen and defeated, and I didn't feel quite right about that, but I was sure of myself. I was like, I'm definitely right. The church is right. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm 100% right about this. And it's funny that I've come back around after so many years and just looked at this and looked at this and looked at this, and I was still against this for many, many, many years. It wasn't until Wayne May presented that the Jaredites were haplogroup A, which is mostly African markers, and haplogroup D. See, I even saying it this way, I don't think it's like correct way of saying it, but I really can't think of a better way. So haplogroup D, which is Japanese markers. He doesn't hang his hat on this information, but he's sold me on so many things, and I thought to myself, what are the implications that he's presenting here? And it wasn't, I don't know why, it was like a shroud over my head. But it wasn't until I realized that the Jaredites are Lamanites, and the Lamanites are Jaredites, and this guy told me this on my mission, and it's all these weird little pieces that are just sliding together, just like a satisfying video where things just fit together nicely. And I get that satisfied feeling, and I feel repentant because I told that guy many, many years ago I don't know who he is, and I don't know if he's still even around. I just apologize to that guy. He was onto something. Nibley was onto something. Everyone sees these things, but they just don't know what to do with them. So they're there, and I'm just trying to tell you that the puzzle pieces have been placed down by many people over a long period of time. No one person can claim that they came up with the right answer. So I don't know why every video I get on like a rant. Okay, cutting away. One colorless, a black, or red, and red. Legendary sorcery. This is kind of a strange thing. I think how this works is that a sorcery can only be played, a legendary sorcery can only be played if you have a legendary permanent in play, like a legendary land or creature. And then you can play this. I think that's the rules. I don't even know if there's official rules about this. But I was hoping that I can do the legendary sorcery because it seems, I don't know. I'll see why I thought that, because I can't remember any of these. Your creatures have +2/+0. Okay, I think you just keep it. While others have -2, -0 until the end of turn. Okay, so for one turn only, you get buffed up, they get debuffed. And this is all other creatures. So your creatures get this, other creatures get that. And then we'll see what you do with that. It's not bad. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but that looks like it's appropriate. Let's read the scripture. Ether 14:5. And it came to pass that Coriantumr did lay siege to the wilderness, and the brother of Shared did march forth out of the wilderness by night, and slew a part of the army of Coriantumr as they were drunken. So if you remember from the last one, he's gotten chased into the forest, and on this one, people were drunk, and they got out and beat him up. He's got this huge Nodachi. That's another thing, like, this is way cool. Like, this is forcing me to do some cool stuff. A samurai riding a tiger, saber-tooth tiger, with a Nodachi sword. And then with the Aurora Borealis, because they're up in Canada. This is awesome. So, I'm not pushing this because I think it's just awesome. I came across the idea and I'm like, okay, let's work with this idea. And some awesome stuff's come from the idea that I think the Book of Mormon could be saying. So, I like these concepts. I think it's cool. Freaking saber-tooth tiger samurai. That's awesome. The other thing is awesome is the timeline. So, I told you Omni. Let me also tell you, this could be even more close to... Actually, Omni and this, what I'm getting ready to tell you now, are extremely close together. In fact, there's an overlap. Scholars out there can tell you better, but the city of Nephi falling in the days of Mosiah the First. Think this. That might have already happened in this timeline. The city of Nephi may have already fallen, and Mosiah might already be marching out of there. That's the timeline I got going on. Thanks for watching.